Hey guys, welcome to this episode of the Goman Gotoku Cast. I'm your host, Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have
the Cinder Blaze,
Makotoa,
and we have a special guest this episode. Joining us from Henshin Sunrise, we have...
Let's Play Gamer, Level 1, Gokai Platinum.
Alright, dudes, we have Gokai Platinum from the Henshin Sunrise team over here on our channel to review Kamen Rider Build Episode 13. So, I want to start at the top of this episode. Mr. Platinum, what did you think about this episode?
Well, I always like to watch every episode of a series with cautious optimism. And so
especially Tokusatsu.
Yeah, so the whole time I was thinking, like, what are they trying to set up here? And I ended up being so satisfied with what I realized they were building up to. Building up. That I ended up completely forgetting about all my skepticism and just being taken for a ride by this episode, which is really what I want an episode that comes out in December to do, so I'm very pleased with it.
In December? Why December specifically?
Because December is when they always reveal, like, their first big twist in a Kamen Rider series.
Oh, I suppose you're right.
Yeah, it's one of the many times Ghost died in the series. Like, right around this point, I clearly remember it being super sad.
Ghost faces his greatest threat yet. He dies, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He dies again? Is that it?
And who can forget the Silver Christmas last year?
I did.
I forgot.
Me. What is that? What?
It was when Dangerous Zombie showed up.
Oh.
Man, that was underwhelming.
Yeah.
I mean, like, when he actually first showed up, he was pretty awesome. But let's go back to Build real quick.
Yeah.
The point you made about, like, us kind of forgetting about our suspicions about the manager and stuff. Yeah, like, that's something I completely forgot about until, like, at the beginning of this episode, where they remind us in a pretty, like, subtle way, where the manager comes back from, like, his part-time job, and we're just kind of thinking, like, isn't he supposed to be running this cafe? Like, what's going on?
I don't think it was that subtle, to be honest.
Yeah,
because,
no, that was so obvious.
It was so
the whole
obvious.
time I was thinking it was going to be Katsuragi, though, was the problem. Because they put that red herring out for me for, like, 5 episodes, so I'm like, they have to do that, right?
Yeah, well, like, the reason I wanted to believe that theory was because there's this whole family dynamic to the Build cast right now. And if Bloodstank is an antagonist, then I just don't want that family dynamic to wither away. And we've slowly been moving out of that sort of framework. And even toward the end of the episode, we had Misora greet Build and welcome him back to the
Cafe.
base, the cafe.
The cafe casa, I think.
Yeah, and sort of taking on the role that Brad Stank filled.
See, I kind of, I see what I was kind of thinking, like, if they're gonna do all this work to demonstrate this family dynamic so strongly, and then totally corrupt it, then there's gonna have to be some element of Sento trying to bring the family back together in the series.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Otherwise, it wouldn't work.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, if you're feeling that, like, hesitancy to want the family to get disrupted, that means that they've done a very good job of making you believe that it is a family. So, props to the show.
That's really the magic of Build. It's not necessarily getting the main character right, which, I mean, some shows don't even do that. They somehow got the supporting cast right.
Well, I mean, what do you mean?
once.
Ryuga's a great main character.
I mean, that's probably one of the best parts about his character.
Yeah, that's the best part about his character. He's the main character, right? You know, not that Sento guy.
He doesn't have to be Build. He's Cross.
He's Klaus. Klaus.
Jeez.
Yeah, but, like, if you compare it to, like, other series, like, even Excite to an extent, you had to, like, grow with the characters, and, like, I think around probably the late 20s or early 30s, then you kind of, liked the secondary characters a bit more.
I mean, I guess they tried so hard,
but
to
like,
get you
yeah,
to like
I mean,
them.
I hate X8 so much that I can't really
Back to
say much
build.
good about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, we're gonna get so
Back
so
to
many dislikes.
build.
But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with the plan this episode because like I wasn't really, I didn't see it coming. Mostly because it sort of really flew under the radar pretty quick. But Sento's plan was to take on a new form that the coffee shop owner wouldn't have known about, and use it against Bloodstark to see if he would know, because he was hard countering most of his moves before. I didn't really see that earlier, but now that he had said it out loud, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, you see it really well in episode 3, actually, when you first see Blonde Stank fight.
Oh,
We're gonna go back to using his actual name because I'm starting to lose you guys too.
Right, Brad.
Yeah.
no.
I mean, that dude looks like
Brad
a Brad,
Stank.
so like, at least makes some sense.
Blonde Stank, though. But seriously, in episode 3, Bloodstock, you see him, have an answer for just, almost everything. He's so on point. That was even though they were supposed to be showing off a new form, I felt like they were showing off Bloodstock.
Well, I mean, they got to sell some Bloodstock toys too.
Yeah, that rifle came out that week, so.
Yeah.
My favorite part about that dude's suit is just that huge ass horn he has in the middle of his head, because I feel like it's kicking him into a wall and just seeing him struggle to get out.
No, the best part is his easy grab, neck collar thing.
Oh,
because
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
grabs it. Everybody loves to grab it and rough him up, and it's just
grab it, tank. Best man.
Yeah, at least this guy doesn't have a cape, or else he'd just have the worst suit ever.
I think we should talk about the best fight, because
Pinky.
thought that was sick.
No, the struggle they had before that, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Pinky.
No, let's talk about the actual
no
fight,
one?
because Michael and I already, have that on our mind. The second,
do you mean the fight between fight between Night Rogue and Bloodstock?
yeah,
Yes.
That fight was excellent.
Yeah, what you
That
didn't-
was dope.
Yes, that was probably the best fight in build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing villains fight and build, it's wow, these people are way deadlier. Oh my god, they want to kill each other.
Are they deadlier though? Because what's their danger level? Give me that number. It's this is
Their
this
hazard
is the
level.
first series. This is the hazard level. Whatever. This is the first series where relative power levels even matter. Remotely matter. You have these nebulous levels in X8, but here it actually means something.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, their intention is more deadly than Sento's. They're have deadlier personalities, and that comes out in the way they fight.
Yeah, it was a more brutal fight, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I mean, from Batman's point of view, he just lost his biggest sponsorship, I guess you could call it, and now he's left high and dry, and he has to fight to regain the respect of that old dude.
Yeah, it's really, really strong motivations. You can tell he's fallen. He is, he thought he had everything figured out, and everything is just getting taken away from him lately. Everything that's important to him.
Mm-hmm.
Even Starscream.
Oh. He killed Starscream, okay?
Yeah. No, I
straight
will
up
stand
killed
by
him.
it. That guy is not dead.
He's dead.
He fell
That
in the
guy is
water.
not
He's
dead.
so alive.
Yeah. He got shot in the arm and fell in the water.
He fell into the
water. In a show that still uses blood, there was none there.
His body was just lying in the river. They showed it.
Yeah.
There was
some people can swim, dude.
Yeah.
In a river.
I mean, that was a really shallow river, if you want to call it that. It looked more like a creek.
I mean, that actually doesn't really help your point, considering those tons of rocks down below. But I'm sure he's alive. People in Tokusatsu have survived worse.
I almost feel like they...
Even the reporter chick, she jumped out of a window, which was paper thin, by the way, and just kept falling. She'd land on another platform and be like, "Oop, gotta jump again, didn't make it all the way down."
She won my heart doing that.
Oh,
That
hell
was
yeah.
pretty crazy.
Like, what won my heart in that scene was the kick that she did. That was last episode.
Yeah, let's go back to Night Rogue here. I honestly was kind of getting disappointed in his character because he's basically our main antagonist at this point. I mean, the Nanba chairman dude is probably going to be a bigger villain later on, but like for right now, he's supposed to be our main antagonist dude, and he's not threatening in the slightest. Like, his facial hair doesn't suit him, his outfit doesn't suit him. The only thing that does suit him is
he always seemed kind of like a
his
controlling brat to me.
It looks like, what?
Yeah. I mean, like,
he's just kind of like a controlling brat, like kind of character in a way. Like he's trying to, take it. He thinks he can take advantage of his old man, and then he's just like, no, I've had control the entire time. You're not getting away with this, young whippersnapper.
Yeah, I mean, he has ambition. He has some pretty good ambition. He's just not good at following through. And every time, at every turn, Bloodstock like turns on him. He's like, oh, okay, he'll probably be fine the next episode.
Yeah, he's like,
that's how that works.
Are they friends, partners? What?
Yeah.
Every time, and he doesn't see it coming. When Stalk just like, oh, gonna kick you randomly right now. And
he just has Night Rogue just has this like strong envy for power that. He wants the power, but I don't think he would know what to do with it if he had it. He thinks he's just going to make a ton of money, and it's like, he has no real plan.
No. This is what he's going to do. He's going to invite people to his bath and have conversations there. That's how you know.
He's also going to buy himself the rest of his beard.
And maybe a tailor to make his clothes fit him.
Honestly, I think he's the weakest part of the show so far.
He has this gimpy Nobunaga beard, and I think that kind of just defines his character. It's like almost a Nobunaga beard, but he's got a little bit of ambition going on in the facial region, but not enough ambition. Not enough ambition to reach down to the chin.
Yeah,
that's how you know.
I don't really want to get the handlebar mustache. Could you give me the little bit of ambition? I don't want a lot, just a little bit.
I don't want the ambition to go all the way down to my neck quite yet.
Yes.
I mean, that's assuming that he can. It's almost as if his ambition level is determined, or like his hair growth on his face is determined by his ambition, which isn't much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when he figures it out, he'll get a bigger beard.
Yeah. And I mean, like, this is nothing against the dude, but his physique doesn't look imposing. Dude's so skinny. When he was holding that AK-47 or whatever the hell kind of gun, the assault rifle, when he shot Starscream, it looked like he was about to. He would have like gotten blown to bits from the blowback of the gun.
Cool.
He was holding
in Tokusatsu, literally, or not in Tokusatsu, but in Kamen Rider, nobody's physique is intimidating. Like, everybody is eat a sandwich tier. Like, seriously.
No, freaking Wizard? I was so scared of Wizard. I was like, please eat more donuts. You need any mass.
If there's ever gonna be a buff character, they mainly inhabit Metal Heroes and sometimes Sentai, but everybody in Kamen Rider is pulled straight out of the newest male model magazine. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, but like that doesn't mean they have to be twigs. I mean, do you remember Spectre from Ghost?
That's what's popular in Japan now. Spectre's so fucking skinny. Oh my god.
He is.
You could fit two Spectres in his outfit.
I love his jacket.
But whenever he's like stretching, if for some sort of reason, like he's getting blown back, and you look at his waistline, like, oh my god, it's tiny.
Yeah, like we complain about this like nearly every episode we do, or at least I do whenever we do build. But it's actually like weighing down on his character. I mean, if he doesn't look imposing at all, I don't take any of his crap seriously.
Yeah,
and like even his interactions with Bloodstock, like when I think Bloodstock had the Pandora's box, or he was like holding it hostage or something like that. Something they were fighting about at that one point. And then he's like, "Oh, you can have it back if you swear allegiance to me." I'm like, That doesn't mean anything right now. Like, why would you even say that? I don't care.
The first time that Night Rogue transformed, I wanted like the way they transformed on screen, so you see that it's actually who it actually is. I kind of want someone to shove him down the stairs so he'd fall on his face, and then as all the fireworks blow out of his costume, that propels him across the ground with his face sliding into it.
Wow, that was elaborate.
That's a spectacular fail.
Remember in this episode when we were watching it for the watch along, and there was this point where he transformed, and then he was saying something imposing or trying to. He was like talking to Bloodstank, and then he stopped talking for a second. The fireworks went off, and then they started fighting. That was the funniest thing I'd seen.
That was right before the really great battle.
His fireworks cut him off, and
shit, I didn't notice that.
Yeah. I want to talk about the trap that they fell into and get back to the pinky. That was my favorite part of the episode.
Oh man.
Is that what Build's new form is called, the pinky, or no? They actually had to use the pinky on the touchpad.
Yeah. That was the best fight of the episode. Him against the buttons.
Yeah. The interactions between Build and Claws. Oh man,
that was so good.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Go Busters whenever BJ Stagg and Gold and Silver, whenever they transform, Silver would hop in front of Gold, be like, "I'm here! Get out of the way!"
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, seeing them work together like that, I was a little disappointed that Build went right into Pirate Resha. I was hoping he'd go back to, Rabbit Tank, but that's fine. Seeing them transform together was pretty cool.
Yeah, as I said, it
just would have been nice for that legacy moment almost if they transformed in their original form, because you always want to see the writers transform next to each other. That's the money shot when that becomes possible.
Yep.
I don't know.
I love Kaizoku Resha, so it's okay.
Huh?
Oh, I feel like
I love Kaizoku Resha, so it's okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. You go ahead. Sorry, you.
No, I forgot my point already, dude.
Cool.
Shit, I'm sorry.
We are sort of running a bit long, so want to hear your guys' final thoughts on this episode. What did you guys overall think?
We need more reporter chick. That's it.
Oh,
she was missing the whole episode, huh?
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, wasn't she like investigating or something?
I don't care. I just want to look at her, Yeah. Look at what she's doing, dude.
Okay, so I basically thought, now, as far as the episode goes, I kind of liked the fight in the room, but I thought it was ridiculous how the hardwood floor did not get scratched at all.
Yo, what is that room for? Please tell me what that room is for.
That room is for hanging out in on a couch next to Pandora's box. Stalk specifically set that room up to fuck with them.
Literally.
What else would you... Okay.
He was right there!
Let me seduce you with Pandora's box. No. But what is that room for? Anyway,
I like the octopus light form a little bit better than most of the forms that have come out so far, because it isn't just a catch them in a vortex, hit them with a strong thing kind of attack. It actually seemed a lot more tactical, and I really like the colors.
Okay, yeah.
Every protagonist seems to have some sort of tendril type attack at one point or another,
Yeah.
It's just so it was inevitable. This time it's this
time it's an octopus, and that's great.
Sometimes it's a scarf, sometimes it's freaking hair, dreads, X-Aid.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, yeah.
Stretchy boy. Yeah. Then for the twist though, or for the trap rather, see, the whole time I was like, what are they gonna do? Like, are they gonna make us wait till next episode to find out why this is going on? And then I was like, oh, that's why they were showing all the stuff with the cafe owner, and they were confronting each other, and I was like, Dude, this is like what would happen if you found out your dad did 9/11. This is intense.
Whoa! What?
I mean, like, Blood's not gonna really do much evil, you know? Like, he was never, like, directly in opposition to them. Just kind of, like, off the side, while Night Rogue was,
it
like,
just
trying to be the
raises
villain.
so many questions, though. Like, it at least introduces the possibility that, you know, he could have... Like this is gonna throw Sento's trust of him completely out of whack. He is not gonna be able to understand this person's motivations, especially as, you know, a part of Faust, or perhaps even the founder of Faust, because he said that he helped found Faust. Because he's been lying to Sento and keeping his identity secret, and Faust has done a lot of really horrible things to people, including him. He's got no choice but to think of this guy as a terrorist, and even if there is another side to the story, Sento is not going to understand it easily.
No. But think of it this way. Remember when the reporter lady turned out she was a spy, but at the end of the episode, everyone rallied around like, "Hey, no, come sit down and eat with us. You're part of the family."
I'm sure he wants to fix it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he will forgive him.
Yeah,
I hope. That is my hope.
Well, in Kamen Rider, people in Kamen Rider, especially in the Neo Heisei era, always try to give their opponent an opportunity for forgiveness, no matter how bad they are.
Yeah,
and the enemies that end up being the worst guys end up being the people whose, like, heinousness ends up being their complete undoing. So, like, the only unsavable people in Neo Heisei Kamen Rider are the people who won't save themselves.
Right, and I feel like Build really plays with tropes, like, a lot. Yeah. And they even poke fun at, like, just, oh, hey, suit's too fat, I can't hit the buttons right. Like, that, I think they're really gonna sort of subvert that trope. You know, just because...
Yeah, gosh, that would be so heavy. It'd be really heavy if they did that.
Well,
but...
we don't know who our villain is, so we can't even, assume stuff like that's gonna happen.
We're left totally in the dark, and it's a fun place to be.
It is, and, like, I've said this throughout our coverage of Build, like, Build, to me, is good because the main characters are just as frustrated as the audience is in trying to figure out what the end game is and where all the pieces are.
Yeah, also Banjo reminds us why he's in the series every single episode. So
yeah,
that also really enforces his character.
Hey, Michael, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are that we're running really late and we should just wrap this up.
Look, man, I want your final thoughts.
That was his final thought. Yeah. We're done.
That was my
Fine. Well,
Hisatsu no photo.
Gokai Platinum, thank you once again for joining us on this episode. I hope you had fun, because we certainly did.
I'm really glad we all had fun together. I'm a little sorry I made it take so long, but it was really fun recording with you guys.
Yeah, no, and I hope we will have you on again in the future, maybe to do Q Ranger.
I'll sure try. Gotta do that catching up, but I'll definitely try.
Yeah. Anyways, we like this episode. Tell us if you like this episode by hitting that like button, and subscribe if you want to hear more from us each week. Tell us in the comments down below what you thought about this episode and our discussion. And yeah, that just about does it for us. Keep it juicy.
See you
later.
I'll see you guys later, and I'm gonna work on a new video about this episode on my channel. It's just gonna be a short thing now.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, cool.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, cool. See ya.
See ya.